Our second bout of the night is the first of our international contests. It's a light heavyweight bout over 3 2-minute rounds. And coming out of the blue corner, he's the local hero. He's the one representing Australia. He's in the gold trunks, ladies and gentlemen. He's from the Prince Emir Gym at St Mary's at 83.5 kilos. Let's hear it for Scotty Bax. His opponent tonight from across the Tasman, from Petone in New Zealand. He's had 12 fights for 8 wins. He's 85 kilos. He's Dan, the Dangerous Man Sterling. Referee for this fight again, ladies and gentlemen, is Gil Jones.
Okay, third man in censoring, Gil Jones once again. And he'll be chatting to Dan, the Dangerous Man Hammer.
Dan, the Dangerous Man.
And Scotty Bax.
Keep it nice and clean. Watch the heads, watch the groin. Now, if one of you get knocked down, the standing fighter goes to the neutral corner until the count's applied. And I'll warn you now, if you don't break or something on the third, or I'll give you 3 warnings, right? And then the point will be deducted. The 3 warnings I'll give you, okay? Okay, shake hands. Come out on the bell.
Final instructions from Gil Jones Hammer. We are ready to rock and roll. First of 3 rounds. New Zealand versus Australia. Such an international flavour to tonight's card.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, round number 1.
Last time we scored Scotty Bax down in action was on the April 28th Tarek Solak promotion in Melbourne at Town Hall when he fought your favourite Hammer, Parry Nicolau.
That was an epic battle, that one. With much bigger backs. He gets a little nuggety Parry Nicolau. Power-packed fighter he was. Parry Nicolau coming out victorious on that occasion. But Bax, geez, he put up a great fight.
What a good year Parry's having too, having beaten John Purcell just recently over in Keilor. Having a stellar year. And at the moment it's Bax controlling centre ring here against the Dangerous Man, Dan Sterling. Snappy jab there from Sterling. Outside thigh kick and double kick combination of that lead thigh there from Baxy.
Right.
All tied up, nowhere to go. Gil Jones separates both men. High left round kick there from Sterling. All our fights tonight sanctioned and officiated by the WKBF. Jab again there from Bax, just ducking under the right hand. Launches a left round kick to the rib cage as Bax. And a good solid work rate from both of these light heavyweights early on here in the first.
They're loading up their shots nicely. Sterling in the red shorts. Bax is in the Sterling shorts, the gold ones. Nice shining. They should swap shorts.
Comments from the fashion boy and the Hammer, Mark Castanini, ringside with myself, Michael Chavello, coming at you from La Montage, a Prince Emir promotion.
La Montage, geez, Michael, if you're ever going to dress up to come to the fights, La Montage is where you want to dress up.
Emma, if I lived in Sydney, I'd get married here. Seriously, I feel like I'm at a wedding sitting here at La Montage. It's a wedding and someone's thrown a ring in the middle of it.
I'll tell you, it's exactly that. It's a beautiful place, right on the waterside.
Nice front kick there from Sterling, just pecking Bax off. Bax backs off, Hammer. Oh, so many words I could play with. But look at the huge red welt on the outside left thigh of Scotty Bax as he finishes with a nice kick to the lead thigh of Dangerous Dan into round 1, Hammer.
Well, I'd have to say Dan Sterling started very, very strongly indeed. But Scotty Bax came back a little towards the end of that first round, maybe leaning a little way of the New Zealander, Sterling. But if you're undecided, you could give it just about even the first round, but I'll lean the way of Sterling in the red corner.
There's a nice choice camera angle from our great crew here, Hammer. We're about to roll into the second round. I'll tell you what, there's some fighting words over there in the corner of Scotty Bax. They don't think much of their opponent, Dangerous Dan Sterling.
Dan Sterling did start very strongly. They still have to respect his ability.
Hammer, we've seen that many quality fighters come from New Zealand. You've got to respect any man that steps out of that part of the Oceania region. And Dan Sterling opening up very strongly here in the second stanza. High left round kick and another one. Luckily, Baxi had the arms up, guarding the side of the head. Good outside thigh kick there from Sterling. He's opened up like a house on fire. Now backing himself to the red corner. And that's where Bax is going to go to town on the ribs and body of Dangerous Dan.
Well, Dan Sterling, as he did in the first, has started very, very nicely indeed in the second.
Looking for maybe the shoot out the side kick there, turning onto that sideward stance, left foot forward by Dangerous Dan. Bax controlling the centre of the ring, spot on our major sponsors logo. Pecking away at the front kick just below the belly button here on Dangerous Dan. Nice long-reaching left hand there from Sterling. And again, nice work from Bax, just slipping in the right hand. Should have really thumped that follow-up right to the body, however. Just needs to pack a little bit more power behind his punches here. Sterling taking some heavy breaths in centre ring. Maybe feeling the effects of a very steady work rate so far as we tick down 1 minute 15 gone in this round. Good step across outside thigh kick there from Sterling. Double jab inside thigh kick from Bax, and Sterling trying to force him backwards, chopping away to that lead thigh that's been badly damaged. A huge purple bruise just beneath the slit of those gold trunks there on Scotty Bax.
Well, Scotty Bax's legs are certainly telling the tale, but the lead thigh of Bax is all sorts of shades of purple, Michael, as you mentioned.
Big wild left hand there from Sterling, came nowhere near the mark. Maybe trying to put an early end to this contest. End of the second round, Hammer, and a tough one to call.
Well, a very tough one, but again, for mine, I'll go the way of the red corner, and Dan Sterling, he landed some big shots, punching nice and straight, nice use of the front kick underneath it all, and just piling up some nice points, although he was a little tired towards the end of that round.
Seconds out.
Okay, whistle blows. Time for the third and final round. Scotty Bax and Dan Sterling. It's Australia versus New Zealand.
Touch gloves.
And here we go, third and final. Bill Jones, third man in centre ring, gets us underway, and Baxy opening up very strongly. They want Bax to get in, bridge the gap, not let Sterling work any more of those devastating leg kicks to that lead thigh that he's been doing for the past 2 rounds, and get Bax on the inside to work the body of Dan Sterling. They think that's a bit of the weak spot of the Kiwi. Nice tagging right hand to the jaw there from Bax, but he's got to get past those long-reaching kicks of Sterling, and Sterling firing them up high here at the start of the third round.
Work your jab, Scotty.
Solid right hand by Bax, caught him on the forearms though. Second one didn't get through the guard either. Overhand right from Sterling came close but didn't quite tag him. Defensive front kick from Sterling. Follow-up right hand didn't have any effect. And not a lot of blows being landed here in the third and final round. Plenty being thrown, however.
A lot of them being taken on the gloves, Michael. Both boys very tight defence. I know it's danger land here, but Bax really needs a knockdown if he's going to give this one a bit of a shake-up, as in the previous we saw. It all comes down to the third and final.
All tied up like a pretzel in the neutral corner. And will Bill Jones separate both men? Yes, he does. Into the final 30 seconds now. Third and final round. Shot to the armpit, then to the lead leg from Scotty Bax. This round is still anyone's for the taking as Dan Sterling charges Bax into the red corner. But both men a little bit sapped of energy here in the third stanza. Wild right hand there from Sterling. Didn't quite have the desired effect. And he's got that right hand of Bax all tied up so he can't throw it. And we're into the final seconds. That's it, Hammer. All over. Go to the judges. Scorecards. How do you do? How do you see it?
Well, Scotty Bax did come back in the third, but I'd say Dan Sterling probably did a little too much earlier. And for my scorecard, I'd have to say I'm leading the way of the red corner. And the New Zealander, Dan Sterling, he put in a great effort early up. It's tied a little towards the end. Bax did come back. A close one. It'll go to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision and the judges couldn't split them. We have a draw.
Okay, there you have it, Hammer, a drawn decision. I thought it might have gone the way, actually, of Scotty Backs, but the judges didn't see it that way. And perhaps those leg kicks of Dan Sterling from New Zealand did rack him up a lot of points.
Well, I thought that Sterling worked the first and second convincingly. Backs did come back in the third, but it's Backs' hometown. And hometowns are always favourable for the hometown fighters.
There you go, folks. A drawn decision still to come here tonight. Billy Mahmood, Chris Johnson, Thomas Ajo, Reinhard Bardado. But next up, Rizal Alamundi and Maroon Slayman from La Montage. Well, not wasting any time whatsoever, sprinting down to centre ring, Hammer Rizal Alamundi, a man who's become a bit of a mainstay in our promotions here in Sydney, training out of Prince Amir's gym in St Mary's, and Alamundi to take on Maroon Slayman from the Bulldog gym in Castle Hill. A bit of signal rivalry happening between these two.
Maroon Slayman!
And another one, not wasting any time, Hammer. It's become the trend for this fight. Sprint to centre ring, Bob Sapp style. And over the top ropes, Muay Thai stylist Maroon Slayman. It is Bulldog Gym Castle Hill, Prince Amir's in St Mary's, an all-Sydney battle. And let's go to the man in the bow tie, the King Belly Fisher.
Righto, here we go. Event number 3. And this is a lightweight battle. 3 2-minute rounds in the centre ring at La Montage. And coming out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at him. 7 fights. He's had 3 wins. He's from the Prince Amir gym at St Mary's. He weighs 60 kilos. Out of the blue, in the black, Rizal Alamundi. His opponent in the red corner had the flashy entrance. He's got the flashy style. He's got the big kicks. He's got the slide punches. He's had 6 fights for 5 wins. Also at 60 kilos, a ball of muscle, Maroon Slayman. Seconds out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Rizal Alamundi, who we've seen quite a few times, an impressive young fighter against Maroon Slayman. High right round kick from Slayman to open up proceedings. Right hand from Rizal, high left round kick. Very well put together in both the hands and legs department, as is any fighter, trained by the great 3-time world champion Prince Amir. Beautiful step across thigh kick there from Slayman. Rizal does have the height and reach advantage. Slayman moving around the perimeters of the ring. Wild right hand, high left round kick, straight right there from Slayman. Nothing connecting for either fighter. And they just need to settle a little here in centre ring, Hammer.
Well, they are very eager to get it on, Michael. And they're smacking each other's legs at a furious rate.
How about little Maroon Slayman? Is a ball of energy, like he's dancing on a bed of hot coals.
He certainly is, and they're wearing probably the worst pairs of shin and instep protectors I've seen.
You know, when I'm going to talk about a fight, the first one I check out is the 2 corners. And both these kids are from great corners. One fighter from Prince Amir's corner, the other fight from the Bulldog gym, which I think in the country, they're one of the best kicking teams in the whole country.
Definitely. Stuart and Steve McKinnon. I can't tell them apart, but they're both in the corner of the red. And Prince Amir sitting next to me over in the blue corner. Big outside thigh kick there from Alamundi. And this one turning into a corker of a contest, Hammer.
Well, they're going at 100 miles an hour. First up, we'll see how they last through the rounds. Which is they're loading up all the shots, hands and feet. Need to settle a bit and just get the guards a little bit more composed. But Rizal Alamundi is showing the better defences of the 2 thus far.
We will probably see these 2 guys fight each other a few times in their careers because there's not many guys in this weight division in Australia.
It is a hard one.
As I remember, Rizal fought in Melbourne not long ago, and we had a pretty hard time matching him up because of his weight division.
60-kilo fighters into the first round of action. Hammer, how do you see
Awesome
it?
first up round. I'll have to lean the way of the blue corner, and Rizal Alamundi. I think he just pieced together some nicer scoring techniques. But geez, a very close one with Maroon Sliman also putting it together well, but just the way of the Amir boy. Having a look at the replay, just looking at the Rizal, good defences on the turn. But Maroon Sliman pushed up all the way. Bit of a slip there, straight back to his feet. Geez, both boys balls of energy and punching and kicking at a furious rate. Both boys eager to get it on.
I think I'll have to agree with you for the first time, Mark, and Michael will probably agree with both of us.
That's a world first. Tarek Solak and Mark Castanini agree.
Geez, that means a lot to me. That you know, I'm not on the outer for once. You know,
Where's that leave you, Michael?
Geez, that means me on the adjudicator. Here we go, second round of action. Gil Jones to get us underway again. Don't forget, folks, tickets now on sale November 30 in Melbourne at the Vodafone Arena. Mike Zambides, Gurkhan Ozkan, No Respect 2, brought to you by Tarek Solak. Tickets 132-849. Nice outside thigh kick there from Maroon Sliman to open up the second round. They are telling Rizal to go for the legs of Maroon Sliman. He's got to start using that reach advantage of his a little bit more. See if he can maybe cut off the ring, because Maroon likes to move around. If you can cut him off, barrel him against the ropes or in the corner and then work off on him, that's what Rizal wants. High right round kick from Sliman. Straight right hand from Sliman. And like the Hammer said earlier on, Maroon Sliman really needs to settle and start picking his shots a little more here against Alamundi.
He certainly does, Michael. He's just rushing his technique a bit, but he does have good anticipation of the shots that Alamundi's throwing. He's getting out of the way of a lot of it, but nevertheless, he's still bouncing around. He needs just to settle down just a little and pick his shots and place his shots a bit better.
Trying to loop the shin around the back of the neck there was Alamundi, and again Sliman just charging him like a bull in a china shop back against the ropes. Alamundi takes a deep breath, stomps forward, big loaded right hand. That one came all the way from across the water. Alamundi saw it coming, wild right from Alamundi, and they are throwing some big haymakers here in the second round, Tarek.
Yes, and both these guys probably 2-3 fights away from settling down and fighting a much more cleaner fight. They are swinging in big shots, but then again, the crowd likes it. The crowd likes big shots coming all the way from their waistline.
Well, it is Maroon Sliman giving the waistline a really good workout here in the second round, and Gil Jones applying a standing count. Alamundi contesting it. Hammer?
I have no idea why he's given him a standing 8 count.
Okay.
Tarek, did you see something that would warrant a standing 8 count there?
Maybe the referee saw something you and I didn't see, yeah.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Gil Jones's call, and this one is going to be a 10-8 round against Rizal Alamundi. Unfortunately, Tarek, how did you see it before the standing 8 count?
Well, I thought Rizal probably had the round 10-9, so if he's got a 8 count.
Okay, let's see if we can check out what happened that earned him the count here, Hammer.
There was a head kick there, but Rizal come back firing. Just dropped his hands, got a little bit lazy.
Oh, turned his back on him there, but spun back around. Turned his back half again, and that's where Gil Jones thought to call it, but I wouldn't have called it either, Hammer.
There's no way, if I was a referee, I would have called it an 8 count, but the worst case scenario, I think that's a draw round because Rizal was winning that round, so he'll probably get a draw on that one.
But do we agree again? No 8 count.
We agree again, I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, we're going to be friends soon.
This is not healthy. The Hammer and the Super Hammer in agreement. And Gil Jones going to get us underway third and final.
Maroon Sliman in the red.
Here we go, both men touch gloves. And it could be one round apiece now. It is still anyone's for the taking. And again, another scrappy start to this round. Sweat flying up the brow of Rizal Alamundi, courtesy of a straight right hand from Maroon Sliman. Rib kick there from Alamundi. Wild uppercut, almost hit the low ceiling here at La Montage. Jumping right hand from Maroon Sliman. And the little human Guarana Bean Hammer is trying to get airborne here on Rizal.
Well, he has got a ball of energy, that's for sure, Sliman.
This Maroon reminds me of Zambides, the way he jumps up and down. He's got a similar haircut too.
It's the best sort of haircut. I like the man. Shaved head and a goatee. Outside thigh kick from Slayman. Outside thigh kick again to the opposite thigh. Rizal Alamundi in all sorts of pressure now. I won't say he's in bother. He's well guarded up, but he is under pressure. And again, getting airborne there is Maroon Slayman. It's going to impress the judges. There's no doubt about it, because although he's not landing a lot of shots here, Maroon Slayman is the more aggressive, and we may see another standing count here on Rizal Alamundi.
Come on.
No?
3.
Yes, we are.
4.
Another standing count.
5.
Well, again, Hammer, he should have let him
7.
give him the opportunity to duke it out of the corner.
Okay.
I think it's
Rizal didn't turn his
Alamundi's
back.
more tired than beaten. I think he's just been out energised.
That's
by,
exactly what I was
Sleeman.
going to say, Mark. He looks tired.
Just never thinking alike.
I'm going to seat you two a bit further apart. I'll sit in the middle because this is getting scary now. Straight right hand from Rizal. And he really has to bring this one home strongly in the final 20 seconds. Maroon Sleeman all over him like a rash here in the third round. And Gil Jones, who, well, may have robbed Rizal Alamundi of a victory in this fight with some controversial 8 counts.
Sleeman keeps landing that right roundhouse kick to the ribs of Alamundi, however, so that's scoring well for him. And geez, I tell you what, he did not falter in his energy level from the start to the end. Sleeman, he really went in fully energised, and in the end I think that's going to make the difference, and that's probably going to give him the decision, the red corner. But Alamundi is a well put together. He's got some good skills, but he just couldn't overcome the actual raw energy and aggression that Maroon Sleeman exhibited.
Well, I think on paper, definitely the red corner have won the fight because he's had 2 knockdown counts against the blue corner. And also on the last round, the red corner was fighting a lot more energetic.
Here it is here. Again, the neutral corner, Rizal Alamundi after some pressure. That was the case in the red corner. Rizal covered up, short right hand to the side of the head, unanswered uppercut, but didn't get the chance to fight out of the red corner, and that's what most got our gas up.
So you got to keep punching, keep the hands up, and keep working. The one that certainly did that to the 9th degree was Maroon Sleeman in this battle anyway.
Okay, let's go to King Billy Fisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. It's a unanimous points decision, and it goes to the red corner, Maroon.
All right, there you have it. Maroon Sleeman takes home the unanimous decision, courtesy of 2 standing 8 counts. And stay with us, folks, because still to come, our international card all the way to the end tonight. Chris Johnson against Billy Marmou from Papua New Guinea. Reinhard Bozzato against Denmark's Thomas Ajo. Ali Sharua and Shane Meads. And the big one, Greg Foley and Denmark's Leroy Beck. Okay, jogging out to centre ring from Papua New Guinea, trained by the headhunter himself, Billy Marmou, to take on Chris Johnson. And as I said earlier, Billy Marmou having fought Mike Zambides on the K1 Max Oceania at the Melbourne Town Hall, and another big fight for him here tonight against a very fast-riding fighter in Chris Johnson, Hammer.
Well, Billy Marmou last time out actually fought at a full contact karate bout. No padding, no gloves, and full contact karate. And it was a little unlucky that day, but Billy Marmou, a very tough competitor.
Michael Chavello ringside with the hammer, Mark Castellini. We are joined once again by the super promoter Tarek Solak as the white sniper Chris Johnson, originally from New Zealand, now based in Liverpool, Sydney, makes his way to centre ring. And Tarek, some talk about Chris Johnson perhaps being approached to fight in the K1 Max soon.
Of course, if he can drop to 70 kilos, that is, he's fighting at 73 tonight. There's no reason why he can't fight in the K1 Max. He's definitely a good candidate, and he's been winning his fights with knockout, so he's got a great body on him. I'm pretty sure we can invite him as long as he can drop the weight.
Okay, let's go across to the King, Billy Fisher.
And ladies and gentlemen, the first of our feature fights of the night, an international super prestige bout, this one in the middleweight class. And coming out of the blue corner, he hails from Papua New Guinea. He's trained by the headhunter, 72.5 kilos. This guy can fight. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Marmou. His opponent originally out of New Zealand. He saw the light, crossed the Tasman, now hails from Sydney. 73 kilos, still has that Kiwi in him. He's got the black and white trunks on. Let's hear it out of the red for Chris Johnson. The referee for this fight, ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Saharan. And your judges will be Gil Jones.
Okay, let's listen into Muhammad Saharan with both men.
Okay, any knockdowns, go to your neutral corner, watch the elbows and knees. Okay, let's go. Touch gloves, let's go to your corners.
Okay, we are set for the first round, a middleweight contest for 6x2, Papua New Guinea versus New Zealand. And it's Chris Johnson out of the red corner against Billy Mamu out of the blue corner. And Muhammad Saharan about to get us underway. Michael Chavello, Mark Castanini and Tarek Solak ringside. Prince Amir's Global Gateway from Lamontage 5 Dock in Sydney. We hope you're enjoying the show wherever you're watching, and keep a close eye on this one, folks. Hammer, I've got the feeling it won't go 6 rounds.
Well, Chris Johnson is a very explosive fighter, and he looks to be super fit for this one. I don't know if he is going to be able to make it down to that 70-kilo mark. Tarek is already looking pretty lean.
There's always some area where we can chop it off them, mate.
Overhand right there from Mamu. Inside thigh kick from Johnson, not connecting. He is trained by Harpe Nuranoa. Includes Mark Hunt amongst his sparring partners. Down there at Harpe is Jim in Liverpool. Dave and all the team in the corner, Tarek.
And if we can't take the weight off Chris, we can put a couple on him and put him against Thibaut Vermes, which I just spoke to Thibaut and he wants to have a 4-fight deal with me, provided I give him Gurkhanoskan on the 4th fight.
Oh, there you have it, folks. I tell you what, we are getting all the scoops from Tarek Solak here tonight. A Greg Foley win tonight, and he may be on the undercard of Zambides Ozcan on November 30. And how about that? Thibaut Vermes wants a 4-fight deal with the super promoter to culminate in a rematch with Gurkhan Ozcan as Billy Mamu connects with a beautiful right uppercut under the chin of Chris Johnson. And this a good start from the PNG fighter, Hammer.
Well, certainly is. He is taking it right up to Chris Johnson. Mamu is putting it all down, taking the inside thigh nicely, Mamu, and the outside thigh too. As I said, he fought not a few weeks ago, the Coburg Town Hall, on a full contact Kyokushin karate, or ring karate bout, and he did very well in that. If you can do well in Kyokushin full contact, you can just about do well in anything.
I'll give you guys one more fresh news. On November 2, we're thinking of staging our first show in Papua New Guinea in front of 50,000 fans in a football stadium.
Well, there you have it, folks. No doubt the headhunter headlining that one, National Superstar in PNG. And at the moment, his young protege, Billy Mamu, certainly impressing in the first round against Chris Johnson. Nice double forearm guard from Mamu against the high left round kick from Johnson. Johnson banging the body and the head into the first round hammer.
Well, Johnson finishing that round very strongly indeed. Earlier it was Mamu who started well. I'm going to give that round an even round. And both boys doing a sterling job in centre ring. Having a look at Johnson just leading out with that lead hook. But Mamu, ooh, what an uppercut he landed there on Johnson. Coming back with the rear hook off it. But putting in a great effort, Mamu, as is our dancing girl.
Okay, we are ready to roll round number 2, and certainly a much more impressive first round from Mamu than what we saw against Mike Zambides in the K1 Oceania, Max. Perhaps a little bit extra weight on his frame actually suits Mamu. And here we go, Muhammad Saharan to get us underway in the second of 6.
All right, go.
Chris Johnson trying for his rolling kick at the start of the second round.
I thought it was Peter Graham for a second there.
Rolling heel kick. Nice tagging jab through the guard from Mamu. Smack bang on the nose of Johnson, then the outside thigh kick.
You know, we're talking about all these guys fighting in the K1 Max Oceania next November, but tell you what, maybe Billy Mamu's the first candidate for this.
Wow. Chris Johnson now taking it up to him in the red corner. High right round kick. Mamu's guard nice and tight, and he fires out.
The uppercut again.
Here comes Billy Mamu. Billy Mamu. I'll tell you what, Hammer, he is putting on a show here tonight, Mamu.
Well, the little man from PNG is taking it right up to Chris Johnson.
Big uppercuts, just tucking them under the jawbone of Johnson, and Johnson hasn't had someone tag him like this for a long time. And his trainer, the man with a size 14 feet, the headhunter in the blue corner, going off his absolute bow and arrow over there, Hammer.
Well, Johnson working the body now of Mamu in the neutral corner.
And usually when you do fight these islanders, the best place to hit him is the body.
Nice rib shots there from Johnson. Mamu well guarded up over in the neutral corner. Beautiful rock-solid guard, but he's got to fight his way out of there again. Clips him with a tidy right uppercut like a diesel piston.
Well, Johnson just digging in now,
Johnson
pushing
won't let
Mamu
him
back
out.
into the neutral corner and just unloading.
Mamu's got to get out of there.
He needs to spin out, tie up Johnson and spin him around.
Into the final 20 seconds now. Mamu's got to move.
Well, Mamu's not fighting too cleverly. He wants to grab on to Chris Johnson, tie
He's
him up, spin
taking
him.
too much punishment now. Chris Johnson all over him like a cheap suit. Beautiful body shot again from Johnson, then to the head, then to the legs. And down goes Mamu. What a turnaround. One shot too many from Billy Mamu, and here's a punching bag over in the neutral corner.
6.
Gets back to his feet, sucking in the air. And the bell's about to go, and none too soon for Billy Mamu from PNG.
Yes, all right, ready. Go.
Johnson ready to explode him in, saved by the bell
Billy
hammer.
Mamu saved by the bell. I tell you what, I don't know if you wanted to go on with that one. But Mamu, a little bit of inexperience there. Should have gone out of that corner. Chris Johnson just bailed him up and just teed off. Used him as a human punching bag in a neutral corner. Grabbed on the Johnson and spun him around. Would have been a good game plan. Easy for me to say sitting here, harder to do.
I actually thought that Billy was winning that round until he got caught in that corner, and I tell you what, I still think he's fighting a great fight. Let's not forget that he's fighting someone a lot heavier than him.
Beautiful rolling kick to open proceedings in that round for Chris Johnson. Have a look at that, Hammer.
Something spectacular there from Chris Johnson. We see him try that one up in the Queensland show in the Boonshoe Cup up there. He tried the same tactic, so he's going to keep trying until it works, I think, Chris Johnson. But that's what really did the damage on Mamu there in the neutral corner. Chris Johnson just teeing off.
Well, I've got to agree with Tarak. Mamu was in control of the fight, but he got knocked down, and it is the end of this one, folks. They've thrown in the towel. A TKO win to Chris Johnson. Unfortunate there, Tarak, because like I was saying, Mamu was in control of the second round until he got bundled up in the corner and had no place to go.
That's right, and what I meant before about he's fighting someone a lot heavier than him, Billy Mamu is really a welterweight. He's coming up, and he was fighting at 70 kilos last year. But now he had to come up and fight Chris Johnson, which is a super middleweight that's come down to middleweight. So if you look at the frames of both boys, there's a good 6-7 kilo difference. And you know what? I think he's done a great job. Regardless, he's given up on the fight, and his legs have punished pretty bad. He's done a great job. But take nothing away from Chris. He's a great fighter. He's a very sharp starter. He reminds me of a bit of Gurkhan Özkan. So I reckon we'll be seeing a lot of Chris and a lot of Billy in the future.
Hammer, another impressive victory there for the white sniper, Chris Johnson.
Well, definitely was. Chris Johnson, once he gets settled, he does possess some big shots in those hands of his. But Billy Mamu, he has been the surprise package here tonight, landing that jab and the uppercut on Chris Johnson. Really didn't give him a chance. But I'll tell you what, all credit to Billy Mamu. And
Hammer, say it just once. Come on, give me a big Mamu, just once.
Nah, not even a little one.
You know you want to.
No, his name's Billy.
Let's go to the other Billy, Fisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout in just 2 rounds, the white sniper, Chris Johnson.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Someone to keep an eye on. The white sniper, Chris Johnson, defeating Billy Mamu by TKO. And next up on our card, from La Montage 5 Dock, Denmark's Thomas Ajo against the world WKBF champion Reinhard Bernardo. And once Chris Johnson got Mamu into the corner, Hammer, it was all over.
Well, he just unloaded, and you can see him just power kicking those with the leg kicks. There it goes again, just totally smashing that thigh, bruising it up nicely. And Chris Johnson, geez, when he gets his aim in, it's all over.
This is it. The world title. Monday.
The man, when he gets going, is absolutely
absolutely awesome.
Eccles. They call him the Man-Eater.
But has he ever faced anyone like the man?
The Man Mundine. Kid Dynamite Eccles. Live September 3. Contact your favorite Fox Sports hotel or club to confirm they're showing the fight. Existing subscription.
Chevello ringside with the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castaninian making his way into centering here at La Montage. Bounding over the top ropes all the way from Denmark, Thomas Ajo. Listen to that ovation, it can only mean one thing, cutting his way through the smoke here at La Montage, the badass Reinhard Bernardo. A man who has grown in popularity, something severe over the past year and a half from the Bulldog Gym in Castle Hill. Reinhard Bernardo to take on Thomas Ajo. Here at La Montage, Michael Chevello, Mark Castanini, and again, we're joined by the super promoter Tarek Solak, and we're set for the first of 7 rounds in our super lightweight intercontinental bout. Reinhard Bernardo over the top ropes, and let's go across to the man in the bow tie, Bill the Kingfisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Global Gateway European Challenge. This is an international super prestige bout, a super lightweight bout between Australia and Denmark. And coming out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Europe. He's had 11 fights for 6 wins. He's the Danish champion, 60.9 kilos. Let's make him welcome Thomas Ajo. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, 42 fights, 40 wins. He's quick, he's sharp. He's from the Bulldog Gym in Castle Hill. He is Reinhard Badass Bernardo.
Well, a great ovation as always, Hammer, for Reinhard Badass Bernardo. Look at the crew from the Bulldog Gym in the corner. Stephen, Stuart McKinnon, Frankie Zammit, what a team. And meanwhile, across the ring in the blue corner, Uncle Dave Hedgecock with our Danish champion, Thomas
Okay, guys,
Ajo.
clean fight, okay? What's the elbows? What's the knees, okay? What's the hold behind the head? Any knockdowns, go to your neutral close neutral corner, then I'll start counting. Okay? Touch gloves and let's go to the corners.
Last minute instructions there from Mohammed Sahara. And yes, Tarek, it's Uncle Dave Hedgecock.
Grandpa's back.
Young Dave Hedgecock.
Young Dave.
Young Dave Hedgecock Jr.
I'll just give you guys a secret why I call him Grandpa. He is the fittest man I know out of his age group and 20 or 30 years younger than him.
Unbelievable specimen he is, Uncle Dave Hedgecock. And here we go. First round of action, Bernardo and Ajo. Pretty well matched in the height department, both men. Ajo from Denmark, the current Danish lightweight, super lightweight champion. And Bernardo currently holds the WKBF's amateur world title in this division. Slapping round kick off the rear leg, just under the left armpit there from Bernardo. High right round kick, rear leg from Ajo. We have 2 more Danish opponents to come here tonight against Shane Meads and Greg Foley in our main event. Nice strapping left hand there from Bernardo. Timed it well. Inside thigh kick from Ajo. Round kick to the head from Bernardo. Thought about the front kick off the lead leg. Beautiful tagging right hand through the guard. Some gaps opening up in that guard now of Ajo. And can Bernardo expose him for it? So far, so good. 1 minute 10 down in the first round. Hammer.
Well, Ajo is having a good look at Bernardo. Quick defences there from the Dutch boy, the boy from Denmark, Ajo. He's parrying the front kicks. His hands up nice and high. Quick reflexes, but Bernardo at this point seems to have more power of the two.
Wild looping right hand there from Bernardo. Both are orthodox fighters. Good front kick to the midsection from Ajo. Nice follow-up spin round there from Bernardo. Front kick to the sternum from Ajo again. Into the final 10 seconds now, first round. How are you seeing it, Tarek?
Well,
Solid left hand from Bernardo. Good late flurry from him. Maybe enough to steal the round, Tarek.
that was the first time he exploded Bernardo there, and I was just about to make a comment that I've seen him fight last time, and he was a lot more explosive, and I think he was just respecting his opponent a bit too much this time. But now that he's got a taste and a feel of attacking into him, he might come out a lot stronger on the second round.
Punches. What you've got to do is when you throw your left leg, right hand. When you throw your right leg, left hook. Okay? He's very successful, and keep your punches straight. And try to be first. When you initiate the attack first, you don't give him a chance to set up. While you're standing back waiting, he's setting up, bang. So you've got to go first.
Well, the instructions from Dave Hedgecock is be first. There's a looping left hand from Bernardo, just caught Ajo napping. But Bernardo did explode right on the knocker there at the end of the round. And I think that will be enough for him to take that first round.
After you've thrown a punch, because if you hit him with a punch, hit him with the leg kick. So put the left right
Okay, final instructions from the living legend Dave Hedgecock. And Mohamed Saharan about to get us underway. First round unofficially going the way of Bernardo, the badass. And here we go, second of 7.
Feet first, feet first. Feet first.
Outside thigh kick, Bernardo. There is a red welt on the under the right arm of Thomas Ajo, and you can actually see the imprint of Bernardo's toenails. That's how hard he's hit him, Hammer, just under the right arm on the rib cage.
Certainly right, Michael, with the whole foot imprint there.
All tied up in the neutral corner, nowhere to go. Referee separates both men. Inside thigh kick from Ajo. Trying for that outside lead thigh. Nice straight right hand. He actually led with the right off that occasion. Confounded Ajo. Couldn't follow up though with it, Bernardo.
Clever tactic there from Bernardo. He actually looked down, making Biagio believe that he was going to leg kick him and then followed up quickly with the right hand. It's an old tactic, but a good one. Look somewhere, make your opponent believe that you're going to kick him there, and then throw a technique totally out of another area.
So from the book of Castellini, Sneaky Tactics.
Sneaky tactics.
Sneaky Tactics 101. Nice leg kick there from Bernardo, uppercut. And we'll wait and see if he does have one of those rallies, one of those flurries in the final seconds to steal this round again. How do you see it so far, Tarek?
Well, both boys are working. Bernardo's probably working a bit stronger with harder hits. However, they're both not scoring any clean shots. But I think this fight's still got plenty left in it.
Bernardo again looking down at the leg, balk right hand trying to knock out Ajo. Didn't come up for him, however. Big body shot, left hook from Bernardo. Nice combination, and again, he's timed it 5 seconds before the bell as we predicted, Hammer.
Exactly right, right at the end of the round. Bernardo's finished strongly, and yeah, he was throwing the more powerful shots of the two. I think Ajo just a little too tentative, and probably on aggression, you'd have to go the way of the red corner and right heart Bernardo, the Aussie boy. So again, you see him going low and taking the supporting leg of Ajo underneath with a big round kick. And geez, you've got to score that one well. Bang for the body shot, left hook followed up quickly. Tried for the high round kick, and a nice way to tag it up there from Bernardo. And Ajo really not landing anything cleanly in that round.
Get him on the right. Step back.
Whistle blows, we're about to roll round number 3. Final instructions there from, is it Stuart or Steve, Hammer? Which one is that, Stewie or Steve in the corner?
Stewie.
That's Stewie, I always get it confused. Stewie, Steve, the McKinnon brothers from the Bulldog Gym. Here we go, third round. Europe versus Australia, Denmark to be more specific. Rib kick there to open proceedings from Ajo, inside thigh kick from Ajo. Can he start to find the target now on Bernardo's body and legs? We have someone shouting something absolutely feral behind us, Hammer and Reinhard Bernardo.
It's actually, come on, Greg.
Come on, who?
Greg.
Bren.
Greg. Oh, Brad.
Ren? I think it's Ren. Maybe Ren is short for Reinhardt these days. Who knows,
Let's not
Hammer?
get distracted by the yelling.
She's got a voice on her. There she goes again. Sounds like a cockatoo. I tell you what. Nice front kick there from Ajo. Straight right hand from the Danish fighter Hammer. Jeez, Hammer, I tell you what, she feels like she's on my shoulder, this woman.
It's a cracker of a fight, that's for sure.
Overhand right, Bernardo. Ooh, nice leg kick. And Bernardo. Big shots again. Bernardo doing well here in this round, Tarek.
Yes, he's just starting to fire up again towards the end of the round. And I think that's probably his fight plan today. He wants to just pinch the rounds right at the end. Looks like you and Mark having a good laugh over there. For the lady that's behind
We've got
you.
the human parrot behind us here tonight. Reinhard Bernardo, convincingly in this round so far. Nice round kick to the rib cage.
Give you a warning, okay? Set it back. Give you one warning, okay?
Okay, warning from referee Mohammed Sahar and end of the round now, but thank God.
That's 3 now.
Well, certainly another solid round. That one was a bit more even. Ajo with that nice tight technique in defence, but Bernardo again the aggressor and probably the busier of the two.
Okay, Red, no worries. Okay, you're doing very, very well, and you're being first. This kid's only good coming forward. Put him on the back foot, and he's no good. So if you come on him, and when you throw your punches, I want right legs, left hook, left legs, right hands, and start throwing them, put them together. Give him something to worry about. You're circling nice, but you're circling the one way. Go one way, go the other. Set yourself up, break his rhythm. He's like a bull. He's trying to line you up and then charge at you and hit you with overhand rights. When he comes in close left bombing, claim him, let the referee break it up, and go back to that front kick. That front kick's working for you very good. More punches, and you've got to be first. You understand what I'm saying?
Final instructions from Dave Hedgecock. And Hammer, she's been removed by security. She has. I'm serious. The human parrot is gone.
It's been moved.
Here we go, next round of action. And don't forget, folks, tickets on sale November 30, 132849. Tarek Solak, it's going to be a huge one.
It's going to be a huge one, and we've got packages from all around Australia and the world because we expect them to bring about 400 people, a plane full of people from Greece for this fight. And anyone from Australia can get into a website and they can book their hotel rooms and air tickets.
It will be indeed. Solak.com.au. Reinhard Bernardo in centering at the moment. Probing jabs here from Thomas Ajo from Denmark. Dave Hedgecock said he's going to try and rush you like a bull, son. You've got to move off, work your angles on him and take him apart with the leg kicks. Wild looping right hand and uppercut from Bernardo. Snappy right hand from Ajo. High lift round kick off the lead leg from the Danish fighter Hammer. Good round this one, probably one of the best rounds of the fight so far.
I tell you what, it's a real game of chess in centre ring. Both boys possess some very good skills, and they're both well aware of that and showing a lot of respect for each other.
A very good matchup here from our promoter Prince and Mia, tagging left hand from Bernardo. Big overhand right from Bernardo. May have wobbled him a little bit. The legs almost went on Ajo. He's backed into the red corner now. Bernardo hits him wildly. Ajo's been tagged. Now positions himself in the neutral corner. Can Bernardo fire off on him? He caught him with the big bok choy off the right hand, and Thomas Ajo may be in some trouble as the clock ticks down. Final 30 seconds.
Well, Ajo not doing what Dave Hedgecock called for him to do in the round, and that's tie him up when he gets in close, tie him up and keep him at range with the front kick. To his detriment, Ajo, that's why he was caught.
Final seconds of this round. It has been Bernardo's round. Wild looping left hand, and there it is. We go to the towels. Tarek Solak, how did you see it?
Well, technically these guys are very even, but Bernardo, the red corner, is just a lot more stronger. When he does hit, he punches harder and he kicks harder, and that's where he's winning the fight.
It's a Again, we see Bardado setting big overhand right, just catching Ajo. Did a little bit of a chicken dance there on the ropes. Backed himself into the red corner. Bardado in and out. He wants to stay in, Bardado. He backs off for no apparent reason. Once he's breached the gap, closed the gap, and he's landing the shots, he should just dig in and do a Chris Johnson and nail some big shots home.
Hammer, do you see the golf ball they've inserted into the forehead of Reinhard Bardado? That is a huge lump.
Oh, it certainly is.
My word.
That more looks like an elbow or something. That's all it is.
Something's just caught him there on the top of the forehead on the left-hand side.
You could lie him on his side and tee off on him in centre ring. Outside thigh kick from Ajo. And Ajo might try and attack that gigantic welt on the forehead, on the brow of Bardado in this round. Ajo doesn't want to be forced to the ropes again. He's got to try and dominate centre ring, get control of this fight, because Bardado is improving as the rounds move on. Outside thigh kick, Bardado just leans into it, then takes one below the knee. Low and high from Ajo. Bardado fires back to the outside lead thigh.
That lump is really bulging at the top of the forehead there of Bardado. The last time I saw a bulge like that was Tarek's wallet.
Thanks, mate. I'm talking about my wallet that's really gone thin after last week's show.
Front kick there from Ajo. Body shot from Bardado. Then goes to the body again in the head. Good combination work here from Reinhardt. Big right hand caught him. The big kibosh from Bardado. Thomas Ajo got caught, but he's a tough customer, the Dane.
Oh, he's won some big shots.
Again, the big right hand from Bardado, and he's rocked him with a solid left to the temple. Reinhardt Bardado now, bringing on the heavy artillery, and Thomas Ajo taking more shots than a camera in this round.
This is where Bardado should finish with some low kicks so he can move his balance a bit more, then he can catch the punches on the chin a lot more comfortably. But unfortunately, he's not throwing any kicks there, Michael.
Final 20 seconds of the round now. It's been all Reinhardt Bardado. Big tagging left hand again over in the neutral corner. Overhand right from Bardado. Then goes to the body. That damaged the right rib cage of Thomas Ajo. Uppercut, left hand, right hand. Ajo's eyes a little bit wandering on that occasion. He got tagged with some heavy shots, and it is all one-way traffic, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, heavy shots are what? That's an understatement. He got absolutely bombed. Thomas Ajo in that round by Bardado, and she's blocked that round well and truly away from the red corner again.
No, but I've got to want to get traded. Get him your hands, work tight, okay?
As you see Bardado barreling forward, Ajo in the blue corner. That uppercut coming painfully close from taking the jaw of Ajo. But Bardado just too much power for the boy from Denmark. And he's absolutely bombed him like Pearl Harbor in that round.
Seconds out, lights out for a moment. We are back on track here at La Montage.
That was a joke, boy, just a joke.
Someone hasn't paid the power bill.
Here we go, round number 6 of 7. It's been an intriguing contest, and you may think that Reinhardt Bardado has two heads at the moment, folks, but it is an enormous lump just over his left eye on top of the brow.
Well, it's actually on the forehead. Geez, lucky he's not fighting with elbows, because when you go after that one...
Gosh, Hammer, I'll tell you what, they've stuffed a squash ball under his skin. Unbelievable. 6th round. Rib kick there from Ajo. Snappy left hand from the Dane. Long-reaching left hand from Bardado.
Tell you what, Michael and Tarek, I'm amazed that this boy from Denmark is still standing after some of the big shots he's taken. Unless a fighter would have certainly dropped. But, geez, he hasn't come all the way from Denmark not to fight, and in putting up a good fight indeed, he is in centre ring.
Well, it's good to see that he's got great spirit, and he wants to stay there and he wants to try his best. He is not as strong as his opponent as far as striking goes, but he's definitely, if not stronger, just as strong as him on receiving the hits.
Oh, the big left hook to the jaw from Bardado's caught him twice, and still Ajo comes forward. My word. He has taken more shots than the Hammer during happy hour, and he is still standing here, Thomas Ajo.
Don't laugh, Tarek. You know I don't drink.
Big leg kick from Bernardo to the lead thigh. Straight right hand from Asia off the rear. Bernardo continues to come forward. Front kick to the midsection. Tagging left from Bernardo. He has started the fight a little slower, Reinhard Bernardo, than usual, but stealing every round in the final seconds, and of course stealing every round of the last 3 or 4 quite clearly. Nice turning left hook there from Bernardo. End of the round, Hammer. We got one more to go, and once again it is all Bernardo town.
Well, certainly was. Bernardo just getting caught with one kick to the neck, actually, a high kick after he bombed Ajo. Ajo threw a lead round kick. They caught right hard on the neck, but he wore it well, and again just landed some big shots off it. Once again, you see Bridart, 2 successive left hooks, just catching Ajo. There's the round kick to the neck I'm talking about. Bridart setting Ajo in the corner, big left hand. Ajo stepping back, trying to get some composure. Through the overhand right, bang, there's the kick to the neck that I'm talking about, but Bridart wore it very well.
It's the last round, Thomas. Give it everything you've got. He can't hurt you. He's done his best. He's hit with all he can. He's tied now. They're getting wild. They're getting stuck. He takes him with a good right hand, and you can put him on his arm. Last round, work. Last round, put him in.
Okay, this is in the 7th and final round. What a great international contest it's been, and we've still got 2 more to go. Shane Meads and Greg Foley still to come. And it's Reinhard Bernardo against Thomas Ajo from Denmark. Inside thigh kick from Ajo. Inside thigh kick from Bernardo. Wears a right hand to the jaw. Ajo a little bit stronger opening up this round so far. Great matchmaking from Prince Amir here, Hammer.
Well, it certainly is, and Dave Hedgecock in the corner of the Danish fighter telling him to be first. It is certainly his only salvation. He's got to get in, and he's really got to give it a shake up now, grab it by the throat this one, because it is all Bernardo on the scorecards, and the Danish man rather needs at least an 8 count, if not more, to make any impression on this fight.
Bernardo going for the knockout here in the final round. Straight right hand from Ajo, tagging left from Bernardo. Here's a gutsy, nuggety fighter, Reinhard Bernardo. Good tight guard, hands nice and high still. Body shot, left hook to the head, coming over the top of that right arm of Ajo. Outside thigh kick, Bernardo. The follow-up left hand didn't quite tag in. Charak, are you impressed by what you've seen of Reinhard Bernardo here tonight?
I'm impressed by both guys, actually. They both put up a great fight. Like I said, the red corner has just been stronger with his strikes, and that's where he's won the fight. Well, I think he's won the fight. Of course, we still have to see the judges' scorecards. But they take nothing away from the blue corner. First time in Australia, he's put up a gutsy fight. He's worth some big shots, and he stood there like a man.
Into the final 30 seconds now of the final round. All tied up like a pretzel, nowhere to go. Referee separates both men. And Mohammed Saharan doing a good job as 3rd man in centre ring, Hammer.
He's doing an excellent job. Mohammed is right on there, and it's good to see a New South Wales official all over it in centre ring. He's done a fantastic job.
Most popular first name in the world, Hammer Mohammed. There you go, bit of trivia for you.
Thank you.
Nice right hand from Bernardo, end of the round, and there you have it. We will go to the judges' scorecard, but Hammer, for our liking, it goes to Reinhard Badass Bernardo.
Well, the boy from the Bulldog Gym in Castle Hill, Reinhard Bernardo, certainly did a number here tonight on Thomas Ajo. And the boy from Denmark put up a very brave battle indeed. But this one's going to go to Reinhard Bernardo and the Aussies. 1-0 to Australia. As we see Asia trying to come back, trying to make an impression in the last round and do something that was going to sway this one a little bit in his favour. But Bernardo knew he had it. He was getting more and more confident as the rounds progressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a hell of a fight we had! What a fight, 7 rounds, and we have a unanimous points decision. Let's hear it for the red corner.
Well, there you have it. I don't think there was ever any doubt about it. Another victory, an impressive one indeed on the list of credentials that is Reinhard Bernardo. And stay with us, folks, because still to come. Next up, a cruiserweight battle. Ali Sharur from Denmark against Australia's own Shane Mead, the man who set the cruiserweight division alight in recent times. And then our main event between Greg Foley and Leroy Beck from La Montage at 5 Michael Chavello ringside with former Australian champion Mark Castanini and Boom Boom Ali Sharur making his way to centre ring here at La Montage to take on Shane Mead. And big raps on this man, Hammer, and not just the ones around his hands for Ali Sharur.
Well, Ali Sharur, that's right, Michael. He's come over with a big reputation, but he's going to need it to take on Shane Mead.
And they are raising the roof here at La Montage for this fella, Shane Mead. He has single-handedly set the cruiserweight division on fire over the past years. One of the more quiet divisions, especially since the Hammer hang up the gloves, but now Shane Mead is back in the ring and taking on all comers and doing a fine job of it. And can he defeat Ali Sharur here tonight? It's going to be an absolute corker. Let's go across to Bill Clinton Fisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main preliminary bout of the night. An international super prestige fight in the cruiserweight class. Please welcome in the blue corner and all the way from Denmark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Scandinavian champion. 26 fights for 23 wins. He's got the black shorts on. He weighed in at 84 kilos. He is Ali Sharur. In the red corner, from the Bulldog Gym in Castle Hill, 17 fights for 16 wins. He's got a big kick on him, and he's as popular as they come. Let's hear it for your favorite, Shane Mead. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee again for this bout is Mohammed Saharan. Your judges, Gil Jones,
Nice
George
fight, okay?
Fowler,
What's the elbows, what's the knees, what's the headbutts, okay? Clean fight, in knockdowns, go to the closest neutral corner, and I'll start counting. Until you just go there, I won't start counting, okay? Touch gloves, go to your corners.
Head to head, both fighters, and hold on to your seats, folks. Strap yourselves in. This one is going to be adrenaline charged. Shane Meads' fights are usually over in a short amount of time. 16 wins from 17 contests. Can he make it win number 17 here against Ali Sharur from Denmark, Hammer? I just like saying Sharur.
Here is number 1.
Okay, Sharur and Meads, Denmark and Australia. Meads with the height advantage. He is a huge cruiserweight, Hammer.
Well, talking to Meads before the show, telling me he's been battling a bout of the flu, so he's been a little bit off his game coming into this one. We'll see how that transpires, see if it does take its toll on him. And
we are joined once again by the super promoter Tarek Solak. Tarek, maybe Shane Meads a fellow who might put on the kilos in another couple of years and head up to the K1 Oceania heavyweights.
Never know what's around the corner. Remember Paul Slawinski a couple of years ago fighting in Sydney in one of our shows at cruiserweight, and he came back as heavyweight on our last show.
They duke it out over in the neutral corner. Mohammed Saharan separating both men, 45 seconds down, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, Michael, some big shots being thrown there.
Sharur has come here to fight, that's for sure. He's got a couple of fists tattooed onto his back.
Well,
so we know he's a fighter.
I'll tell you what, Sharur is he's a bit of having a look at him. He's a little bit unorthodox. He's a little bit all over the place. His punches aren't really that straight, but geez, he's throwing them with a lot of power.
Mead trying to tee off on him in the blue corner. Big fella, Shane Mead, scarily big. Nice bloke though, Meadsy. Final 30 seconds of round number 1. It has been an electrifier.
Well,
and still to come tonight, the showstopper, Greg Foley against Leroy Beck.
Shane Mead's also about to get married, I think, in about a month. So this might be the last time we see Meads in centre ring for a little while. Those honeymoons tend to take their toll on you.
Into the final seconds now. Meads teeing off on Shahua. Wears a solid right hand as the Danish fighter. Outside thigh kick from Meads. Good solid first round from the Aussie. There we go to the towels, Hammer.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a rough and rugged affair, the first round. And Shahua really took it up to Meads, but Meads remained composed and hit Shahua with some big shots. But Shahua looking a little bit weathered there at the end of the first round. Once again, you see Shahua just hands and legs going all over the place, but Meads kept to his game plan, remained fairly composed, punched straight, the big right hand, caught Shahua twice, and Meads is technically very good and just maintained his balance and kept his skill level high rather than turning it into a brawl.
Well, have a look at this. Ali Shahua already in centre ring, ready to come out of his corner blazing as we go into round number 2. This one set for 5. Cruiserweight bout. Muhammad Saharan gets us underway. Hammer, did you ever do the blow the nose thing in centre ring when you were a fighter, coming out of the corner?
Like a good Italian boy, always had a hanky.
A bit of a spray across the ring there from Meads to open up the second round. Won't be walking over that section of the ring. Leg kicks from Meads, open up proceedings. Straight right hand through the guard, couldn't find the chin of Ali Shahua. Tarek, how are you seeing Shane Meads' fight so far?
Well, just like the last fight, Shane Meads is the one with the power, the one that's kicking a lot stronger and punching a lot stronger and punching straight onto the mark, where his opponent is a bit all over the place, but he seems like a fellow with a big heart that wants to stay there and fight, but I think technique-wise he's a little bit behind.
It is an odd division, the cruiserweight division. A lot of the time the fight is getting caught in a limbo between heavyweight and light heavyweight, where the more competition seems to be. But Shane Meads continues to rock up the wins. Anyone they put in front of him, as we said, 16 out of 17 fights have been victories for Shane Meads.
Of course, the other great cruiserweight who we're hoping for a return, of course, is Nick Curra. Nick Curra and Shane Meads is a fight that's been bantied around for a long time, and I think that would still make a good battle.
No, we might put that one on the big show that we're thinking of doing next year at the Entertainment Centre in Sydney.
Well, another scoops tonight. Tarek Scoop Solak tonight, Hammer. He's got all the latest news for us.
Fights out of everywhere.
I will be in Sydney for the next 1 week, and I've got a lot of appointments here, and then some of these appointments are just to tie these things up.
See, I've got a new nickname for him. Instead of the super promoter, he's now the human headline. Tarek Solak. Shane Meads moving forward again here on Ali Shahua. Shahua looks for that big right hand, and again, swinging wildly, but he wants to go straight up the centre corridor. And Shahua doing a little bit of moving and grooving in centre ring, and Meads won't buy any of the mind games. Tags him with an outside thigh kick. The mouth guard's been spat out of the mouth of Shahua. And Shane Meads in control of this fight, Hammer, and I feel that Shahua getting a little bit frustrated.
Well, he is. He's just not able to cope with the power and the technical excellence of Shane Meads. Meads just punching straight, kicking hard, and putting it all together nicely. He's not taking any silly, unnecessary risks, and that is what Meads and the boys from the Bulldog Gym are known for. There you see the big overhand right from Meads. Loads up on the round kick, just slipping there in the red corner. Once again, you see him smashing the thigh there of Shahua. But Meads, geez, he loads up his leg kicks. He's renowned for being a big leg kicker. But and Shahua dancing out of the way. He's aware of the power that Meads possesses in his legs.
We are ready to rock and roll. Round 3, halfway through this fight. Muhammad Saharan gets us underway. It's been Shane Meads' fight thus far, but anything can happen when you're fighting fellas this big. And all it takes is one of those right hands from Ali Shahua. Outside thigh kick from Meads. Beautiful trajectory, just bringing it down above the left knee. And again, a little bit higher on that occasion. Shahua goes to the head now, but they are wild punches. And he's doing a little bit of a moonwalk across the ring. Meads trying to pounce on him.
1 point off for grabbing the hands.
Point deduction for grabbing there, was it, Hammer?
That's a bit harsh by the referee.
Yes, I thought so.
There was no danger there. It's just could have given him a strong warning against that.
Big chopping leg kick again from Meads. Done a lot of training over in Thailand. Outside thigh kick from Shahua. Chopping leg kick again from Meads. Spins him around. Shahua very frustrated in centre ring. The referee keeping a close eye on him. Shahua looked down at the leg for a good 2 seconds, then went to it. Meads saw it coming.
Well, it's fighting leg kick for leg kick.
Kicks like a couple of gunslingers, shooting it out at high noon in centre ring.
And Meads just checking. Sharua just went for the big leg kicks, and Meads checking 2 of those as Sharua's legs just smashed into the check of Meads.
Ali Shahua will not be outdone on the power stakes here by Shane Meads. Again, Meads chopping away. Shahua taking more knocks than a front door, and Meads firing out at him now, attacking that lead thigh.
Well, as we said in the opener, both boys possessing real big leg kicks, and they're letting them all go here.
Meads now jumps on him.
Break it up,
All
boys.
tied up like a pretzel. Referee separates both fellas. Tarak, this is turning into an absolute corker.
Yes, and I think the blue corner's trainers should seriously consider stopping this fight.
Ali Shahua, he's taken more shots than a night at Area 61, and there it is, end of the round. 2 more to go, but will it go that far, Hammer?
Well, the Sublime boys have certainly given a bit of a shake-up with the shots at area, but nevertheless, in this one, they've let some big shots go. Once again, you see the big smashing leg kicks there of Shane Meads stepping across, giving it a lot of air, and just generating as much power as he possibly can, Meads, on that low leg kick. Tell you what, Shahua did very well just to stand up for those kicks. And not only that, he gave some back of his own. Again, Meads loading up, really loading up 110% with those leg kicks.
Seconds out. Round
Okay,
number 4.
penultimate round of action. Meads versus Shahua. How much more can Shahua take?
Once again, Meads throwing out the power kicks.
Meads ready to tee off a game with those cracking kicks of his, like a stock whip on the lead thigh. The purple and reds running through the lead thigh here of Ali Shahua. It's a sickening sight. And they'll be keeping a close eye on his condition in this round. Meads all over him again, like hot wax on a hairy leg here in the 4th round.
I think Sharua's got definitely something wrong with his left shoulder. Maybe it's partially dislocated, but he keeps signaling that there's something very wrong with his left shoulder. He can't hold his hand up now, Shahua. I think he's got some damage as a tail throw.
That's a good call, boys. That's a good call.
It's good night, Irene. He has damaged that shoulder. Ali Shahua, and a very good call.
And
The fighter's safety always paramount.
That was picked up. I think he had the damage already. In the previous round, he's come back and he's just unable. You see his arm there. He's in an extreme amount of pain, Shahua. There is definitely something wrong with his left shoulder.
Here's how it went down, Hammer.
Well, Shane Meads just stepping across and take away even that problem there with the shoulder of Shahua. Shane Meads still had this one well and truly in the bag. He just totally outpowered Shahua and basically had the better technique of the two, punching straight and just doing it a lot better in centre ring tonight, Shane Meads.
And let's go to Billy Fisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, 46 seconds into round 4. Your winner, Shane Meads.
Well, he had a great win last time out against Cedric Kongaka and a good win here tonight against Ali Shahua. What's next for Shane Meads? Michael Chiavello ringside with former Australian champion Mark the Hammer Castanini, and we are joined once again by the super promoter Tarak Solak, and it's main event time here at La Montage as Bad Leroy Beck steps into centre ring to take on Australia's own Greg Foley, the Muay Thai stylist. From Denmark, Leroy Beck comes to Australia with an enormous reputation, Hammer.
Well, he certainly does. And talking to Prince Amir, the interesting turnaround with this fight is that both boys, Leroy has been training down at different times, obviously, at the Amir gym. And Amir says he kicks with a lot of power and very much a Thai stylist, Leroy Beck.
Centering the pin-up boy of New South Wales kickboxing, the most popular commodity in NSW at the moment, Greg Foley, and perhaps one of the toughest tests of his career as he prepares to take on the likes of Bayek and Zambides in 2004. But tonight, on fire, Greg Foley's got a front up against Leroy Beck from Denmark. This one pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Amir and AVA Promotions present the Global Gateway European Challenge main event. This is a super international prestige bout in the welterweight class. And ladies and gentlemen, to be contested over 7 2-minute rounds, please welcome, out of the blue corner, he's all the way from Denmark. He's had 13 fights for 10 wins. He's tipped the scales at 68 kilos. He's tall, he's lean, he's mighty, mighty mean. He is Leroy Beck. And now, ladies and gentlemen, out of the red corner tonight, he's a former world champion. He tipped the scales for this one at 67 kilos. He's out of the Prince Amir stable at St Mary's. He's one of the hottest properties in the state. He's one of the hottest in the country. He's the pin-up boy of New South Wales. Fireworks and all, Greg Foley. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee.
Okay, great ovation there for Greg Foley. Mohamed Saharan about to get us underway. Michael Chavello, Mark Castanini, the former Australian champion, and the super promoter, the human headline, Tarek Solak. And we are set for 7x2 welterweight contest. Let's listen in.
Okay, fighters want a clean fight, okay? What's in your headbutts, okay? Any knockdowns, go to your neutral corner, I'll start counting. What's the groin kicks, elbows when you're getting close, okay? Touch gloves, go to your corners, please.
As we said earlier on, Greg Foley has challenged Cenk Bayik and Mike Zambides for 2004. He's coming off a win over Michael Nealand last time out. He has to defeat Leroy Beck here tonight to earn himself a shot on the K1 Max undercard on November in Melbourne. And can he defeat the Dane Leroy Beck? The time for talk is over. Here we go. Round one. Jab to open up proceedings. Member body shots from Greg Foley. He has to keep his hands up nice and high, Hammer. He does have a propensity to get cut quite easily around the brows, does Greg Foley, but he's started up like a house on fire here in the first
given
round.
Beck no room at all to work. And Beck, being predominantly a Thai stylist, is used to grappling and hanging on. There's none of that here.
Wow, Greg Foley's come out smoking here in the first. The taller Leroy Beck, a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer power and work rate of Foley. Bit of a tangle in the ropes there. And he has opened up strongly here, Greg Foley. Leroy Beck taking more hits than the internet so far in 50 seconds. Good couple of body shots, then the uppercut from Foley. Already the rib cage badly reddened of Leroy Beck. Takes another uppercut off the right hand.
Tell you what, Michael, I can't see this one going anywhere near the distance. Beck's been totally overwhelmed early by Foley.
Good leg check there from Foley. Beck went for the inside lead thigh. The crowd chanting like a soccer match for Greg Foley. The Predator just stalking Beck around the ring. Another body shot, a huge uppercut. Greg Foley all over him like a fat kid on an apple pie. Inside thigh kick from Beck. Outside thigh kick from Beck. Good leg check from Foley. And another leg check from Foley. And a third. His defense is not tight here tonight from Foley. Double forearm guard against the jab. Beck goes to the body, then to the lead thigh. Parry of the front kick and an outside thigh kick from Foley. He is looking razor sharp here tonight, Tarek Solak.
Yes, he is looking great, but take nothing away from this guy, Beck. He is very cool. He's not under pressure on his face. If you look at his face carefully, like he's getting hit from every angle, but he's just sitting there casually and just taking those shots and saying, look, I've got something coming up for you very soon. So this fight could, I think, go either way. It's still too early to talk.
Once again, having a look at Foley just do a number on Beck in the first round. There was that skating uppercut that absolutely wrenched his head back. But Foley really loading up, picking his shots. You can see the body shot just ripping there, and the uppercut followed soon after. And Foley just got his eye in, that's for sure.
Okay, second round of action set for 7-hour welterweight contest. Unofficially Greg Foley's first round. Here we go in the second. High right round kick to open proceedings from Leroy Beck, and he started strongly here in the second round has the Danish fighter. Good front kick to the midsection there from Beck. Outside fire kick from Foley. Beck tags him with a short left hook. Good uppercut off the left hand and a round kick off the rear leg from Beck. And this is more like it from the Danish fighter. They are going in and hammer and top. Probing left hand there from Foley, the fearless one. Long-ranging jab from Beck. Step up front kick to the face from the Dane. Sweeping leg kick sweeps him down. Nicely done from Beck. Mohamed Sahara wipes the gloves. Good leg kick just stepping across to the outside lead thigh from Foley. Great work rate so far from both men. Almost a side kick there from Beck, then went downstairs. Foley thought he was going to throw the right hand and weaved under it. Pops the left hand through the guard. Tries for the left to the body. The high left round kick to the head. Good stuff here from Foley. Very sharp combination. Solid leg check from Foley. And a nice step around to the rear thigh there from Leroy Beck. Distal pump. Through the guard from Foley. Beck just leaning against the ropes. Finds out the front kick to the face and sternum area. Oh, sweeping leg kick from Foley right in front of our commentary position. That'll take the starch right out of Leroy Beck. Hammer.
Well, Foley certainly got his eye in, but I tell you what, as Tarek stated, Beck is a very cool customer indeed. In close is where Foley wants to be, because he's got it all over Beck in close. He's ripping the body well, landing the uppercuts at range. Beck is certainly going to be a little bit more comfortable, because he is a very tall customer, Beck, and out in the distance, he's just as comfortable as Foley is.
Foley comes forward again. Beck just popping the jab. End of the second round. Hammer, and it's one-way traffic to Foley, I feel.
It is all one way to Foley, but Beck is a very cool, calm, collected fighter, but he just needs to get busy, because Foley is certainly just racking up the points. If he is here for the duration, Beck, he just needs to be doing a lot more work to make an impression on the scorecard. There you see the sweeping takedown that Beck put on Foley, but Foley come back well. He's working his leg checks well, hands combining well. Foley, nice tight guard, throwing some high kicks of his own, but in close it's all Foley, and probably that's where he wants to be.
Seconds out. Round number 3.
Okay, third round of action.
Greg Foley.
Tarek, how are you seeing this one so far?
Well, this guy Peck is a very technical fighter, but Foley, just like the other Australians that we saw fighting the overseas guys before, he is winning this fight on strength. He's hitting a lot harder than what Peck is, just like Shane Mead done in the earlier fight.
Big turning left hook there from Foley. That'll make Beck wish he played croquet instead. Backs him into the red corner now. Beck comes forward. Outside thigh kick. Good round kick off the rear leg there from Beck. Then went to the head. Straight left, straight right, another straight left from Foley. Then the body shot caught him sweetly. Beck in trouble. He's got to get out of there. Drops his guard, invites Foley in. And he's a tough customer, this Dane, folks. He can take some punishment.
Well, have a look at him coming back, Michael. He's very, very tough indeed. The first round, he looked like he was not a lot at all. But as the fight's progressing, his confidence is building, and he's starting to take it up to Foley a little now.
Foley is going to have some problems trying to put this European away, that's for sure. Beautiful front kick to the face there from Beck. Awkward left hand tagged Foley. Beck still working the perimeters of the ring. Quite happy to stay on the outside. Double forearm guard from Foley. Looking for the rip to the body. There it is off the right. That diesel piston of an uppercut off the right hand. Snappy jab from Foley. Then the round kick to the rib cage. Got the elbow down to it. Wild looping right hook there from Foley. They spin around, they tango. And Mohamed Saharan keeping a close eye on things. A better round this one so far, Tarek, for the Danish fighter.
Yes, he is building confidence, like Mark said, and he's fighting a lot better this round. I think it's going to boil down to who's going to be fitter and stronger in the mind.
Into the final 15 seconds now. Foley stalking forward, doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks. Right hand couldn't get through the guard. A very confident Leroy Beck now, Hammer, as we go to the towels.
Well, certainly is, but still I'll give that round to Foley. Beck throwing some good push kick, front kicks, even getting him up to the face, landed a couple up high, but he is getting comfortable at range, and he's starting to get a little bit of confidence about him and be a little bit more sure of himself. Having a look at how it went down, Foley working in again, pushing forward on Beck. The fighter from Denmark is a little bit out-muscled, that's for sure, by the Aussie Foley. But I tell you what, he's a tough customer. He may not have the build or the strength, but he's certainly got the heart.
Round number 4 of 7.
Okay, halfway through the fight, 4 of 7. They touch gloves, we're underway. It has been a battle from the opening bell. Greg Foley on top of it. But you figure that Leroy Beck still has a lot to give here in this bout. And he's not prepared to give an easy win for Foley. Beautiful snappy jab there from Beck, just trying to pierce it through the guard. Rib kick, wanted to catch it and sweep it Beck. Not permitted under kickboxing rules, of course. Foley trying to play mind games with him. Good leg check against the ropes. Snaps out the left hand.
Tell you what, Michael, I wouldn't mind having a look at Leroy Beck under full tie rules. I think it would suit him right down to the ground. He certainly slips into the grapple nice and easy, and I reckon he'd employ his knees very, very sharply indeed. He's got the perfect build for a tie fighter, Leroy Beck.
Some beautiful evasion skills there. Good show of his boxing work from Greg Foley. Parries away the front kick of Beck off the ropes, fires that uppercut, then the body shot. And the hands are looking very impressive here tonight, Tarak, on Greg Foley.
Yes, and besides his hands, I think all Australian fighters deserve credit tonight for their fitness, for the way they look after themselves, the hardness on their body, the stomach muscles. They just look like real athletes. And here he shows it towards the end of this 4th round.
Greg Foley looking for the big kibosh. It hasn't come for him so far. Inside thigh kick there from Beck. Foley, gutsy. That piston of a pump under the chin again off the right hand. Long-ranging jab there from Beck. Snappy left from Foley. And Foley's got him moving backwards. Through the guard with that left hand. Nice uppercut again from Foley. He wants to cut off the ring. Go to town on Beck. But Beck's slipping out of danger now.
Well, Foley's next big challenge, of course, will be Sharon Forrester. The battle of the big guns.
There is a cut, I think, over the right eye of Leroy Beck. Maybe a bit of swelling on that brow. Beautiful uppercut through the guard there from Foley. Beck's got to cover up against those ones. End of the round, and we'll see if we can get a shot of the eye of Leroy Beck, the right eye.
There you see the snappy left hand from Foley just catching Beck on the side of the face. And over his right eye, he does have a little bit of a mouse, a little bit of a cut there. Leroy Beck, the fighter from Denmark, is certainly doing it very hard indeed in centre ring here tonight. And Greg Foley is taking it right up to him. The uppercut splattered Beck's nose there. Tried to finish it up with a sharp right hand.
Round number 5.
Okay, there it is. They put the Vaseline over the eye. Some swelling on that brow there of Leroy Beck. Here we go, 5th round of action. Michael Chevello, former Australian champion Mark the Hammer Castanini, and the human headline Tarak Solak, round number 5. Front kick off the lead leg there from Leroy Beck. And again, Foley early on controlling the centre of the ring. Beck going to the perimeter. Foley dropping the hands down to the waist, trying to tempt Beck to come in and make a silly mistake. Straight right through the guard, and another one from Foley. Good side kick from Foley. Beautiful outside thigh kick, cracked it above the left knee of Beck. Beck turns him around now. Can he work him against the ropes? Trying to put a shin across those forearms is Beck, then goes to the inside left thigh. I just saw the strangest thing, Hammer. Leroy Beck has no belly button. There you go. It's very strange.
He has a belly button, Michael, but I don't know why the
Parry of the front kick there from Foley. Outside thigh kick, he thought about it, couldn't get it off. Leans into the right hand, inside thigh kick from Beck. Jumping left hook there from Foley, then goes to the body of Beck, and Beck still taking a lot of punishment, but gives it back. So much tenacity from this Danish fighter. He's turned him around in the neutral corner now, but lets him off. And blood smeared across the face, across the lips now. He looks like a circus clown. Snappy jab there from Beck. Right round kick to the midsection. He is one tough nut, the Dane Hammer.
Well, you can see Beck just trying to give himself some room to work. He's skipping back, trying to get Foley off him, but Foley is all over him, as you say, Michael, like a cheap suit, and he's not giving Beck any room to work at all.
And there's going to be a standing count. Look at the blood-smeared face of Leroy Beck. They'll clean him up, and the bad swelling on the right eye of Leroy Beck. Greg Foley relaxed over in the red corner. The ringside physician's going to step in and have a look at Leroy Beck. The corner certainly wanting to continue.
All right, to continue. All right, quick.
Checking out the eye, checking out the nose.
Well, certainly his nose has been splattered, that's for sure. And that was one of the uppercuts, one of those power-packed uppercuts.
He's all right?
He's okay, says the doc, and we are back in it, and don't the crowd love it? It's Foley time in centre ring, and Beck comes out strongly. Beautiful combination from Beck. Foley on the attack again. End of the round. Well, Tarek, how about that for a smoking round?
I think that was not only the best round of the fight, that was the best round of the whole night tonight. Both boys did put in 100% there. I think Greg is definitely winning the fight, but Peck did put up a good round, and Greg just came back and fought.
Just having a look at Foley on the inside. That's what's doing all the damage to Beck's face. It's those power-packed uppercuts that Foley's throwing. And he's just teeing off in close. He's rolling the shoulder, getting the hip right behind his punches. Foley digging in and just loading him up 100%. Beck trying all sorts of things to keep Foley off. As I said, Beck predominantly a Thai fighter, and he's used to grappling up close, clinching the neck and kneeing the body. But it's all kickboxing here tonight, and Foley's certainly doing the number.
Okay, here we go.
This is round number 6.
6th of 7. Don't forget, folks, Greg Foley has called out the big guns, Cenk Bayek and Mike Zambides. How are you viewing Foley at home? Can you see him as Zambides material yet, or does he still have a long way to go?
Well, I think the interesting fight is going to be Foley and Cenk Bayek. Probably Foley needs to mature a little before he can bustle it up with Zambides.
Oh, there's a big smear of blood now on the stomach that's come out of someone. Greg Foley firing the uppercuts against Leroy Beck, and his nose is just leaking at the moment, Tarek.
And just coming back to that, can Greg fight Zambides or Cenk? Well, if Greg has a shot at November 30 against the 8-man and he wins that, and he puts away some of the credible opponents there, well, there's no reason why he can't fight the winner out of Zambides and Uskan.
Wow, big call there. The human headline, Tarek Solak.
There's your Sydney Entertainment Show.
There you go. 10,000 people, Sydney Entertainment Centre. Nice outside thigh kick there from Foley. Tried to fire the right hand through. There is blood sprayed across the face and across the ring, courtesy of Leroy Beck, but he is still going, and he is still taking it up to Greg Foley, who cannot find the put-away punch yet, Hammer.
Well, Beck just has no defence against the in-close, and especially the uppercuts. He really needs to be just parrying that uppercut, putting his lead or his rear hand, horizontal to his chin to catch that uppercut on the upward movement. But instead he's keeping his hands plastered to the side of his face, which is leaving clear passage for that uppercut rocket up to the nose.
Oh, ready? Time.
Let's get on with things. It was only a wipe down, and Leroy Beck more than fine to continue here in centre ring. Oh, nice uppercut from Foley again, just rocking the head back. And that right eye of Leroy Beck is now badly swelling shut. Blood streaming from his nose like you've turned on a tap.
Well, Muhammad could just about call this one off now. I'd say there is no real benefit to Leroy Beck continuing.
It is flowing like a wine cask out of his nose, over his mouth guard and his top lip, end of the round. One more to go, Hammer.
Oh, it's just a day out batting practice for Greg Foley at this point. Leroy Beck put up a solid charge probably in the third round, but second, third round, but it's coming down to Foley.
And now is where the doctor should be stepping in to take a look at him. And he's not.
Now he's having a seat. But anyway, Foley was all over Beck in that round, and as I said, it's really that smashing uppercut that's doing a lot of damage. It's just about closed up both of Beck's eyes.
Here we go, 7th and final round of action. Uppercut from Foley and a high left round kick. Oh, he's caught him with the left hook. He's caught him with the left hook sweetly. And Leroy back splashed to the canvas like a Kendone painting, and it's good night, Irene at La Montage. The big kibosh from Foley.
It's only a matter of time. Greg Foley was all over the Danish fighter Leroy Beck. But he's done the job, Greg Foley. And he progresses on his winning way.
The big bok choy, the left hook, and Beck went to the deck, and it was all over. In the final round, a KO win for Foley Hammer, and I guess he's just secured his invite to the K1 Max.
And that he has, Michael. But as I said, I would have probably stopped this one a round earlier. Leroy Beck did sustain a lot of damage, and there was nothing really. I couldn't see him pulling a win out. He was well and truly outclassed by Greg Foley. But into the final round it went.